All right, guys, we're back here with a very special guest, former Nicholls State quarterback, and I guess pursuing NFL career, Chase Fourcade. Chase, how we
Yep.
doing?
I'm doing great, man. Appreciate you having me on your show, man. Time's flying. Last 4 years being a Nicholls State quarterback, but after the outside looking in, it's been going great.
Yeah, so what you been up to nowadays?
Man, nothing much, bro. Just I was working for Amazon and I was delivering for Amazon, and actually, Coach Evo hit me up uh, right before the season, asked me to help out, and I'm helping out with the football team best way I can. Like talking to the players, helping out with the players, just doing everything I can to have this team successful.
Are you still training to,
Yeah,
potentially get a training camp invite or something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. So I've been talking with my agent. I feel like with me not having a pro day and me not going through the regular process, it's been tough at times, but at the same time, I've been working hard every single day, throwing my receivers 3 days out the week, working out in the weight room 3-4 days out the week, and just maintaining my workout. And that's what I've been doing for about a year now since all the COVID started. But other than that, man, everything's been going great.
That's actually what I was gonna touch on next. Actually, was about how the your draft process, I guess, would have went differently with COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
I know you did pro day. I don't know if you had a chance to go to the regional combine or anything like that.
Nah. So I think this is the first class to ever experience something like this. With COVID happening, we didn't have a normal pro day like every other college has. We usually have a local pro day, and we just didn't have that type of stuff due to COVID. And the draft started, so I had about 3-4 NFL scouts hit me up before the draft. Just trying to get a training camp invite, trying to get something to. But that with the restrictions and the protocol, it wasn't. They weren't able to have that happen, and I understood. But that's why I just continue to work hard, keep throwing, doing everyday workouts, to stay ready.
Trying to grind.
Always, man. That's all I do, and
So,
that's what I always
what
say
teams have
again.
you been? What teams have you been talking to lately? Then.
No teams lately. Like I said before the draft, I had the Washington football team. Contact my agent. Scout from the Chargers contact me. A guy from the Jets. But just for them not to be able to see me in person at my pro day was tough. But like I said, I just think that's an obstacle that I got to overcome, and that's what I've been doing. And my time's coming, so I just got to stay ready.
Right. Maybe a little less depressing news now we can move to. Your time at Nicholls
Yeah.
was honestly spectacular. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're arguably one of the best players in the conference's history. Finished second all time in total yards. Broke every Nicholls record ever. So I mean, I guess just talk about. I mean, how many times did you win Offensive Player of the Year? Twice.
I won Player of the Year my junior year, and I won Offensive Player of the Year my senior year.
Right. Like that's the type of stuff
It's
that's like
crazy,
unheard
man.
of. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's being the type of person I am, I never really looked at it as that. I just looked at it as just a football player, just doing my job. And I think I got called to become the quarterback for this university as a freshman, a true freshman, and I had to take that responsibility every year. And there was times where I didn't really understand my position. And there was times where I was putting the blame game on everybody else but myself. But actually really self-evaluating myself, and my journey here has been incredible, man. It's been amazing. From the guys I met, the coaches I met, to the players, brothers for life. All that plays a role in my 4 years of successful 4 years at Nicholls State.
talk about a little bit of the difference. Obviously, when you came to Nicholls, Nicholls wasn't much on the football side, and then by the time you left, you built a top 10, top 15 program in the FCS. So talk about kind of building up of the program to set a new standard.
Definitely, just from my true freshman year, Nicholls wasn't on the map, man, and that was just a team in the Southern Conference that kind of every school kind of blew past by, and I just wanted to be that team where guys remember us, guys remember Nicholls State, guys remember coming to the Thibodeau, and guys coming to Thibodeau and know that when you come to Thibodeau, it's gonna be a fight, and I think that's what I changed. Well, not I, but I think we as a team changed over the last 4 years. That Nicholls is a tough football team that never quits, and it's going to show up every Saturday, and that's what we did. And teams kind of hated us, but hey, we got 2 rings, and I don't really care about them, man. So like I said, we just did our job every week. At times there was games that we lost, but at the same time we learned from them and we overcame it, and we came out on top at the end.
Was this something I see you spoke on like toughness and stuff? Was that more of a Rebo type focus? Was that something you brought along? Was it a collaborative effort or?
I think it's both. Being with Coach Rebo, him being the head coach of this football team, he has to mold everybody to have that mindset. And me being the quarterback, that's my position of everybody coming on board, everybody being on board. I'm going to the same direction. And that's I wasn't that vocal leader, but at the same time, I led by example of how serious I took my work, how serious I took my play, and how serious I took my position. And I think all that played a role in, just like I said, how successful we were the last 4 years and continuing this success in the future. So I'm looking forward to how Nicholls is coming up, and I think they're ready.
Right. I mean, your junior and senior year, I mean, you led them from, I don't know, a couple win season to winning playoff games in back-to-back years. Talk a little bit about your time. I know y'all traveled up to North Dakota State your junior year. What was that game like? I mean, they're kind of a powerhouse.
Yeah, so that was actually my senior year. We traveled up to North Dakota State. Junior year was Eastern Washington, but look, that was a great team. I think that's a team where a lot of teams are trying to get at the same time. But what I mean by that is, as a team that doesn't make mistakes. You see at Trey Lance, he had 0 picks his whole career at North Dakota State, and it shows. Undefeated national champs, and unfortunately we came up short. But a good team like that, you can't make turnovers. We had 3 turnovers, and we eventually lost by 2 touchdowns. So stuff like that just can't happen. But playing a team like that, it was great. But at the same time, I know what Nicholls is capable of, and I know that we could definitely, if we play them again, it would definitely be a different outcome.
So would that be like the best football environment you've been in, or like the loudest? Like,
Nah. Georgia, my first game as a true freshman, that was 93,000.
yeah.
And then we played Texas A&M my sophomore year, and it was about 100,000.
Y'all took Georgia to the ropes, huh?
Yeah, we lost by 2 points. We just watched the film today. It was 26-17, and then we scored to make it 26-24, and then 3rd and 8, Nick Chubb runs it for a first down, and that was it. So we held him to his lowest career yards at Georgia, but I think they remember us, and I think they understand, how well we were.
Yeah. And then what was the A&M game like? I don't actually remember the A&M game.
Yeah, we lost by I think 7 or 10 or something like that. But it was a close game throughout the whole game. We fumbled inside the 30. But we after that fumble, we came back. I threw a touchdown, and kind of it was about a 14-13 game throughout the whole game. Then they cut it loose in the 4th, and then we lost like 27-17, maybe 27-20, something like that. But close game my sophomore year. But like I said, all those were just learning experience for just how well Nicholls is today.
Yeah, I mean, y'all have SEC teams sweating, and then my freshman year here was your senior year. Y'all opened up Kansas State week 1, week 2.
Yeah.
I'm running head around campus, talking on Twitter. Hey, Nicholls about to bring it to y'all. Y'all ain't gonna stop us, Big 12 defense. What happened, bro? You let me down.
Yeah, hey, like I said, that coach came from North Dakota State. I just think we were young during that time, and both sides of the ball. They brought it to us, the first half, and like I said, man, that was just I think that just had to open our eyes, because we had a bye week the next week, and then we went on to play Prairie View A&M, and we're down 21-6 at half. So it's kind of something that kind of put us, just what we need to plan for in the future and where we're at as a team as of right now.
Bro, Kansas State fans were in my mention that entire night because I was on their Twitter like talking head, because that's whenever I was reporting for the football team. So then next time, whenever they ended up beating Oklahoma that year, so I'm at like tailgates and stuff. Oh no, they legit, they could play.
Yeah, they are. They Jalen Hurts, they did beat Oklahoma that year, and like I said, that was a tough, disciplined team that we played against, and they weren't making any mistakes. But yeah, man, it was like I said, I know we lost bad, but at the same time, I think a lot of guys understood what we needed to get done, and that's what we did, man.
Right. So kind of talking back to you for a second, what do you think your best weapon is as a quarterback? The one thing that sets you apart.
Uh, I'm a hard worker. You know, past 4 years, I've been having my receivers after every practice throw 3 to 5, 6 routes. I know they kind of didn't like that at first, but I think it's something that we needed to just get the timing going. I, like I said, I just kind of just let my play talk, man. I don't really talk about just, how well or how good or whatever I am. It's just, look, I do my job and I do it. I feel like I do it the right way. I take it serious, and I think it shows on Saturdays and eventually Sundays of how well I can carry a team, how well I can put a team together and win, and you know also being a winner, and that shows as how well a quarterback is with his position, how he treats his position, and all that shows. So yeah, I mean, a lot of traits that come with the quarterback position, but at the same time, it's the player at the same time that's showing how hard he can work.
I hate how humble you are sometimes. I used to feel this way too back whenever I couldn't say
Yeah,
anything. But you see, now I'm gonna pose a question to you. I'm gonna make you pick a trait. Which
yeah.
feels better? What dropping a 50-yard, dropping the bucket touchdown pass, or running over a linebacker at the goal line?
I think definitely dropping off a 50-yard touchdown over the shoulder. I think it feels a little bit better because I mean, a lot of guys when they see me run, it's kind of like, oh, why is Chase running? But it's something that I just, like I said, love to do. But
Well, you know
but
why
yeah,
they say that? Because they know you're not gonna slide.
right. That's the thing. So when I do slide, I'm always short of the first down. So I kind of just gotta lower the shoulder and talk a little smack after. But
I mean, why
other
do
than
you
that,
hate sliding so much? Like every time I see you, I'm like, oh, like he's about to run through somebody's face. I mean,
yeah,
it wouldn't hurt to mix in a slide. It's like a salad. Like you can mix one in every now and then.
yeah, it's just I think it's the time or just the situation I'm in. That's kind of like, yeah, I need to slide here, or yeah, I need to get this first down. I need to just run this guy over, or just lower my shoulder a little bit. But yeah, man, I just like I said, yeah, I'd definitely rather a 50-yard touchdown pass. But I'd rather a 50-yard touchdown pass to win the Southern Conference than me running somebody over.
Oh man, you can't
Um,
add in the little thing on the back end there.
yeah,
You can't
hey,
add when you add it in on the back. Plus, that's like nothing new. That's like Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl.
you're right.
I
Tom Brady's
mean,
the goat. Tom Brady's the goat.
oh yeah, we already had that interaction on Twitter. We're gonna have to do that again. Um,
Definitely.
so did you play like baseball or anything growing up?
I did. I did play baseball.
So it's not a
For
lack of ability. It's just like a choice.
Yeah, I did. I played baseball my freshman year in high school, all the way up to my senior year in high school. And then I chose football in college. So I think I can still swing it.
Okay.
Play play catcher, and like I said, I played catcher 4 years as a catcher, and I feel like that type of leadership that you need as a catcher position kind of translates over to being a quarterback of a football team. All that relates and all that kind of. You kind of see everything. Quarterback, you see everything. Catcher, you see everything. Everybody in the field, what they're doing, the calls you got to make on either situation. All that takes a toll on, the position that position has.
Yeah, I mean that's like your boy Tom. He was drafted by the Expos, play catcher.
Yep, as a catcher, he did. And
Um,
my dad played catcher too as well. So he got drafted out of high school as well, but and he ended up going to play at Ole Miss.
okay. How long do you play
Yep.
at Ole Miss?
He played 4 years, and then he played 1 year with the Saints. And then my uncle played at Ole Miss as well. And he played 6 years, 6 or 7 years with the Saints as well. But yeah, they went to Ole Miss back in the day. They a little
That's
Rebels fan.
I was gonna actually talk about that. The impact of the I guess just like football in your blood, like with your dad and your uncle playing for the Saints and stuff like that. Like how has that impacted you?
Just football's been in my blood since I think I was born, maybe. I had a great family that just I'm not gonna say molded me into just always being around football. It's just of who we were. I had like I said, a dad that played football his whole life. My uncle that played in the NFL. My mom loves it. My mom was athletic. I'm not gonna say she was that athletic, but she held her ground. But my brother, he's a football coach, and he kind of like starting in high school. We're going to do workouts at a playground in Metairie, 3 or 4 days a week. I did that since I was a freshman in high school, but yeah, man, just always been around football my whole life. I love football. I love the game of football. I think I learn something new every day about it, and I think that's what's so unique about it. You know, it's a great game. Not only just X and O's, it's about life. It's about meeting new guys, meeting new people from all over, color, race, skin, gender. It don't even matter. It's a game of football. It's a game that, like I said, it's just unique, man. Just a lot of guys love it.
So they had you in the film room at like 6 years old.
Uh, I remember I was on a Cleary Tiger at 7, but my dad was kind of showing me something when I was little because he used to coach this little 13-year-old team, and I was just always around. I was always messing with the dummies, messing with the pads, hitting the older kids with the pad, just always just aggravating them, just always just standing around football, and that's all I. Like I said, it's all what I've been about, and yeah, man. Like I said, I just love it.
So a lot of people may not know this. Didn't you play high school ball with Jamarche?
I did. I did. I actually talked to Jamar a couple of days ago.
I mean, okay, so how much younger is he than you?
He's what's it called? So I was a senior when he's a sophomore, and a lot of guys might not know this, but I think I knew that he was going to be Jamarche how he is today when he was a sophomore. He just
That's
had it. He had a different he had a different mentality as a normal sophomore would have. You know what
right.
I
As a
mean?
15-year-old out there saying, "Oh, that guy's going to be in the NFL one day."
Exactly. Just the way he ran routes, just the way he came about it every day. He's a starter on a varsity team that was number one in the state during the time. Just like I said, just in the way he handled himself, he was humble as can be, just how he is now. Just a great guy to be around. I threw like 3 touchdowns to him one game, and I could just tell just by the way he, just like I said, runs routes. He was like 6'2" during the time, and just built like Jamar is today. And that was a sophomore. It's just stuff like that. Just kind of you could tell that this kid got it, and what he did at LSU. What he's going to do in the NFL is just going to be something that I'm that I'm not gonna be like wow or shocked about. It's just something I'm like, yeah, this is Jamar Chase, and
Yeah,
this
that's
is
just what
Jamar
he's doing.
Chase, and this is Jamar Chase in high school, and yeah, man. Like I said, just a great player, great guy, great family he grew up with, and it's just like I said, I wish nothing but the best for him.
Well, now we got to hear your best Jamarche story. Sounds like you should have a few.
Let's see. Played St. Aug in the rain. My senior year, he's a sophomore. We ran, I forgot some route that we put in for him, and this dude just beat the guy out the ball, and I threw a nice ball to him on the outside shoulder, and he scored, slipped the tackle and scored. Then I came back like about 3 series later. He ran a corner route, and I just kind of just dropped it in the bucket, and it was in the rain, so it was raining, and we were still throwing the ball. I don't know how we were doing it, but yeah, man, he's just like I said, it's never. He was younger than me, so I never really hung out with him in high school. But every time I see him, I saw him at the Oklahoma LSU game in the semifinals, and we shook hands, man, talked for a little bit, and Christian as well. Christian Foden went to Rummel, and I like Christian. So Christian
He's more
Foden,
your age though, right?
yeah, we graduated together. Yeah, so he got me and friend I was with. We went to the game together in Atlanta, and he gave me the tickets. I met up with his dad, and after the game, I saw him and a couple of buddies that I went to school with that were on the team, and we took a picture, man. We hung out, and after we went out and just had a good time, man. It was just like I said, we all family, and no matter you could be the highest of the highest or the lowest of the lowest, like being at Rumble, we always family, and we always talking, just every chance we can get, and that's what's so like so unique about the friends I have and the guys I met.
Yeah. So I mean, it sounds like they need to size you up for a ring.
They do. Because I was there for that Oklahoma game, and it was a slugfest, and it was just unbelievable being there, and yeah, it was like I said, just a fun weekend.
Yeah, that was more of a JJ kind of game than a Jamar game. It must be
Right.
nice, right? It must be nice to throw to Jamar Chase, Terrace Marshall,
Yeah.
and Justin Jefferson. Oh yeah, Thad Moss is on the field. Man,
And Clyde Edwards running the ball, and just hey, there's nothing that you can get better than that, obviously, right?
Right. It was an embarrassment of riches, to say the least. So back to you. We kind of keep drifting away. Would you ever be open to changing positions if a team asked?
Look, if a team asks, and it's a chance for me to get into a training camp, no doubt. But I just think my position is quarterback. I think that's something I take pride in. I think uh, who I was last, I say 7 years of playing quarterback as a on a varsity and college level. I think it shows of the capabilities that I can do with myself. And yeah, man, it's just look, if they want me to go block a shade or a nose tackle, look, I'm doing it. I'm gonna put all into it. But hey, it's just the guy I am, and it's something that if they do ask me to change position, hey, I'll do it. But at the same time, I think my position is quarterback, and that's, like I said, that's what I've been working on for 20. Well, I'm 23 years old, so 16 years I've been working on being a quarterback, and
Right.
I take pride in that, and about that's what, like I said, just something that I enjoy
So
playing.
something like you obviously want to be a quarterback. If a team approached you and said, "Hey, come play tight end," you'd be like, "Okay, I'll do it to get on the train. I'll do it to get in the building."
And hey, I'll get on the bill and I'll do it. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's just the player I am, the person I am. I'll do anything for somebody, and it's just like I said, just the person I am, man. Humble as can be. Kind of just let my play talk, and just do my job.
Right. So kind of last question to wrap up here. Something that I ask all of my guests. So if you can go back in time and relive any sports moment in history, whether it's your own moment, reliving it, watching it from the stands, of anything else that's ever happened in sports history, what are you picking?
Sports history. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I have a couple, man. I got that I'm not involved in. I want the 18-0 Patriots to beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. I would
Uh,
love that. I needed that because that was by far. I mean, look, much respect to the Mans. I love them all,
oh yeah, that's
but
your boys. You see them every year, huh?
yeah, I do. But Eli Manning got to be by far the luckiest guy I ever seen.
You a Tom Brady fan? How can you? They both pretty lucky now. Let's be honest.
Hey, they are. I mean, hey, look, it takes luck at that. At that level, it does take a little bit of luck, but at the same time, it's just like back to back plays of just he throws that bomb to Plaxico Burress on the sidelines, and he comes back and throws that Hail Mary. Well, not a Hail Mary, but just a ball that Harrison just couldn't deflect. But that was just one of my events. The second one is my state championship my senior year. We lost by 3. If I can get that back, I would definitely do a lot of stuff different that whole week, not overlook them. Because we were number one in the state during the time, and
Just number one all
Catholics,
year.
we was. So my at Roma, we was my high school, my freshman year, we went undefeated, won state. I didn't play. My sophomore year, that was my first year starting. We won state, and then my junior year, we was 8th in the nation, lost in the semis. If I could get that back, I would definitely want to get that back. 2, my senior year, we lost in state by 3 to Catholic. So we lost to Clyde Edwards-Helaire my senior year. He was a running back for Catholic,
Right.
and crazy game. But yeah, if I'll get that back, I'll get the Jets of the Week back. Uh, I'll get the Eastern Washington game back my junior year. We should have beat them, and then North Dakota State my senior year. We should have beat them. But hey, like I said, there's a lot of stuff I can get back, but
I can tell
those are
you, we
just the
haven't
ones
heard
that
those yet.
just stuck in my head personally.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, it's just but I mean, it's stuff that I learned from and stuff that made me who I am today. And like I said, those are stuff that I enjoyed in that moment. But at the same time, it's just like wish I can get it back. But hey, it is what it is, and hey, I'm living with it.
Right. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us your
I
time,
always know it,
and
man. I appreciate
good luck with all your future
it.
endeavors.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.